Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. On the KC sideline, a look at their head coach. His team off to a slow start, looking for a first win after 2 defeats. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, like just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders and frankly in the entire locker room. They need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third down.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off left. Here comes Scatterby. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter.
Punt formation for the Giants.
Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
It's fair to say this season hasn't gotten off to the type of start they likely envisioned for themselves, but it's still early. A win here, it could go a long way towards changing the trajectory of this entire season. But what's going to make this even more difficult today, not only the worthy opponent that they face, but having to go on the road and do it here in a hostile environment. If he is able to lead his team to a win today, I think that gives them the spark to turn this season around.
Just a yard on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That is hot down the field. It's Worthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
26 yards.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to keep it himself. And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 19-yard line.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Pacheco. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
He was taken down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Mahomes on the run to the right. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. The Giants offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. We'll go play action here with Dart. Open man is the tight end, Thomas Fidone. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Scatterbo. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Out of the gun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds up close to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll find his man, Mecole Hardman. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
22 yards.
What a way to start this drive. A 2nd big play. This one for 22. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He takes off, and he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Giants, nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs on top. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. 3rd and 2. Here we go. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. 3rd and 2, and it's Dart. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
Here comes Smith on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win 3rd down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all 3 downs.
Whoa! He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Second down, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll go again with Scatterby. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On the play fake, here's Dart. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for a New York
Up the middle with Scatterby. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second
From
and
the 25, here's second and 2. Once again, it's Scatterby. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Toss, left side, it's Scatterby. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the catch. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll run with Scatterby. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That is caught at the 3. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. First and goal as they convert on third down.
That's another New York Giants. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Cam Scatterby, touchdown, New York. It's his second touchdown of the year. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Brown now to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's fourth and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed fourth down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Short of the goal line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Here's Pacheco. Good blocking, and he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scattergood. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The throw is Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
11. That's good for a Giants.
Throwing is Dart. That one incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
Neighbors in motion. To the air once more is Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Tyrone Tracy. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Giants. It's a gain of 34.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy, and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
On the give, it's Scattergood. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and
Converted
6.
twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
At the 27-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Pass is caught by Gray, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes. That run, that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Rice open, he's got it. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
He was brought down.
They get 18 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 37-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Tracy now to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of the 2nd half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On the ground, it's Scalaboo. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Slayton is the man in motion. On first and 10, here is Dart.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line to the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's first and 10. There's a handoff to Scatterbo. Down the sideline, inside the 25. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
A gain of 36 yards. That's another
The run, it's Scatterbo. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. To the air on second down. Dart. That's caught, and it's Cam Scatterbo. And he's in! Cam Scatterbo. Touchdown, New York. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
good. Makes the score Chiefs 24. Giants
So out is
17.
Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Brown now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He'll step up and run, and he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's third down.
4. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. A play fake, now Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side, it either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 30-yard line.
16 yards. That's good for a New York Giant.
On first down, Dart. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to Malik.
Dart to the throw here on second down. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. Third and inches.
He was defended by Brian Cook.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Giants, first down. First and 10.
A pair of first downs gives them first and 10 up at the 40. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Here's Dart on first and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Here's a toss to Scatterboot, heading right. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here, first and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. On the play fake, here's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's into the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. It's his third touchdown catch this year. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Brown now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Mahomes. Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Dexter Lawrence. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Neighbors in motion. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. The outside, caught by Neighbors. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, out of the gun, and it's Scatterby. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score again. Cam Scatterby. Touchdown, New York. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. On play action, it's Mahomes. That is brought in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. And he's got another one. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
31-31.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterby. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll go again with Scatterby. Oh, the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble. And all of a sudden, the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return and his offense is in great position.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll try to, and he's into the end zone yet again. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Giants 31.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Dart. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. The Giants sending out their punter. To be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down. They'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Handoff, running left, it's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
They'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Kansas City.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.